Hello, and welcome to another episode of the 100,000 Reasons for Gratitude. Please join me as we look at life through a lens of happiness. In today's episode, I am grateful for the alignment in my life that all is meant for me never misses me. Today's episode for me feels quite deep. I have a feeling a part 2 will be coming. It's because we keep being told, be aligned, alignment, you should be like this, it should be like this. But I always wonder, what if we remove the should? What if life isn't a matter of shoulds, but cooled? Cooled with a hint of what is best for me, but remembering that what is best for you in some way, cosmically, or in relevance to the cosmos, it has to be good for everyone else. What if that's the sort of guidance that we go with? So that alignment just goes hand in hand with being. Being is already there. It is. It doesn't have to be in a certain way. It doesn't need to do anything. It is. With it being and with you being, you are aligned. Yesterday's episode, we were grateful. The previous episode, episode 23, we were grateful for our divinely aligned community. And we explained that and learned that divinely aligned community is about everything that is around you. That it's a sort of thinking whereby you're at the right place, at the right time, within the right conditions, as you're supposed to be, and in the right place. If that is our perspective of alignment, don't you think it's in line with the art of being? It's not even an art. It just is. So there is no doing in alignment, according to how I'd explain it. Alignment is about allowing yourself to be. Allowing yourself to be has, if we step backwards, we go back to analyzing then, who do you want to be? Wait, it's not even about wanting. It is, who are you? The real you. The real you is God's child. The real you is divine by default. What are the virtues of the divine? What are the God virtues that you know of, that you understand, that you're allowing? Because that's the real you. These other things, they're not real. They're appearances or perceptions one has created throughout life, either to cope with something or to fit in or just confusion and among other things. So as we go deep into this topic, because I feel like a part 2 is coming, I want to view alignment as, number one, allowing. The allowing of the real nature that I am to come out. The real nature that you are is in line with the God virtues, with the divine virtues, which is love, peace, joy, happiness, health, life, joy, abundance. That is who we are. And there is no separation, because if that is you, that is every other person. That is every other living thing. It has the same virtues. So when we talk of alignment and allowing, it's, I'd say, channeling, but you're not even the one channeling. All you're allowing yourself to be is to be a vessel to manifest these amazing divine virtues, so that life reflects them back to you. In the previous episode, we realized that what you experience is a reflection of within. So if already within we are aligned using the definition we have just analyzed, if already inside you're aligned, then your experience will have to be in line with that. But we also need to remember that what is good for you is good for everyone else. Because you remember the second greatest commandment of love is love your neighbor as yourself. So you have to realize they love yourself. Because if you do not love yourself, there's no way you're going to love anyone else, because you do not understand what love is, right? As we think of what alignment means to you, what areas in your life, in your existence, do you wish to align? And we are not just aligning blindly, we are divinely aligning ourselves, so that the divine virtues, which are the real us, the real you and me, and every other living being, the tree, the plant, the animal, your pet, every single creature, the divine that they are, is exactly who we all are. That's the real us. So as we align, divinely align ourselves, how do we not become bubbles of love? Because if from that space of divine virtues, if that is where we're operating from, everything just, I repeat, aligns. Aligns, because what you experience is a reflection of within. How magnificent is that perspective? So that at each moment, as we're experiencing life and being grateful, because gratitude is a remembrance of the beauty that surrounds you. It's the acknowledgement of the tremendous abundance that surrounds us at every single moment. It's quite deep, and at the same time comforting, because we realize that the divine has got us always, every single time. And as we mentioned in episode 22, our becoming, God's hands are wrapped around our becoming at every single time. You could view it as standing in the middle of his hands. You could view it as being surrounded by a sphere of light. Remembering that from that point of view, what we get to see is exactly divine, meaning even others ought to look as divine as you are. So it's not a point of, oh, I'm wrapped in God's hands are wrapped around me, but then God it's not wrapped around so and so, or oh, at least it's only me. No, it's every single person. You realize we, you almost tend to relax at that thought. If you imagine that everyone's becoming is wrapped in his hands, you relax because most of the times a lot of the things we carry are not ours. Let me use that word, are not ours. It's another person's. And so you're putting weight on yourself, weight that, remember, you yourself are not capable of handling alone as human. As a human, no. But from the vantage point of the divine, knowing that you're wrapped in the hands 24/7, no matter actually not even wrapped, it's cupped, meaning there's nowhere else you are but within those amazing, loving, beautiful, magical, joyous, abundant, wealthy, all amazing divine virtues, powerful hands of the divine, and everyone else's. You realize we tend to breathe. And I feel like that's the allowing. That's when the allowing begins. Because now we're allowing ourselves to be channels, channels of that, of all those virtues to everyone else. And that's my definition of alignment. So I look forward to seeing you in the next episode.